Good morning, everyone. We are back, and it is early Saturday morning. With that being said, I did not do my savings challenge video yesterday. I apologize, but I'm waiting on something to come in. It is due to arrive tomorrow. Once it gets here, I want to share it with you, and I've got some exciting news updates for you for savings challenges, and that pertains to that video as well. So that's why my video didn't go up yesterday. I meant to put up my menu video, y'all, but I don't feel the best. I went to the doctor's yesterday. I found out some information. I'm waiting for some blood work to come back to kind of finish up with that situation. At the end of this video, I will explain the situation, what's going on. If you would like to stay and listen to that, great. If you're just here for the menu, I'm fine with that as well. So our menu started yesterday. This last past week, I'm not going to lie, we kind of went off plan and just decided to do a lot of fend for yourself meals because of my health not feeling the best. So we were good with that, y'all. We didn't eat out. I'm so proud of my kids. We just did what we needed to do. We ate what was in the house and we made meals with what was in the house. And it was super easy. But last night, I had pulled a package of McRib type meat out of the freezer. Now, let me explain the situation, what's going on. Everybody knows some of the most popular items are back at some of the fast food restaurants. For example, the McRib meal is back at McDonald's. They bring this back every once in a while, and then they get rid of it, and then people get upset over it. Y'all, here's the situation. There's nothing different between McDonald's and your house, with the exception of McDonald's has a bigger overhead. They have to pay for their huge building rent. They have to pay for their employees. They have to pay for the packaging. They have to pay for the restocking of the food, all of that, electric, all of that. Now, at your house, your kitchen, you have an oven, you have a stove, you have a microwave, you have a refrigerator and a freezer, so you have the available space to put certain items and to cook your items. You don't need to run through the drive-thru. Apologize if you hear my dog in the background. She's snoring. So, with that being said, stop buying takeout food. Have you guys seen the prices rising? Just for the McRib sandwich alone, not adding the drinks and the french fries to make it a meal, but just the McRib itself is $4.99. Adding everything else into it, you're running in the $7 range. Like, no thank you, not happening. So, not for my family anyways. With that being said, if you go to Walmart or any grocery store, and where you see in the freezer section the trays of Salisbury steak, the ones that have like 6 patties in it with gravy, you just open the box, you throw it in the oven, and you cook it, you pull it out, and then you disperse it to your plates and eat, correct? Well, in that same generalized area, usually one freezer door over from that, there is Banquet sells them, and I know Encore sells them, and there may be some other brands. But instead of having the Salisbury steak, it is little rib meat in barbecue sauce. Hello. You see the direction I'm going in? So, in my freezer last night, I pulled out one of those packages. It had 6 boneless rib meat in barbecue sauce. Yes, y'all. I know it doesn't sound very appetizing. But I had bought that for $3.58. Now, that was the Encore version. If you get the Banquet version, it's like $3.28. With that being said, I brought that upstairs. I threw it in my oven for 35 minutes, pulled it out, and then what I did was I took some sub rolls. Now, don't go buying those sub rolls, y'all, over in the bread aisle. Go to your local deli section, okay, where all the cakes are made and all the fresh breads are made, usually on a daily basis at your local store. I picked up a pack of sub bread a while back and threw it in my freezer. The sub bread rolls were steak rolls, y'all. They weren't cut open. They're about 4-inch steak rolls. I had bought a pack of, I believe, 15 or 20 of them for $5, y'all. That's not even a clearance price. That's the normal going price. Huge big roll. Picked up a pack, threw it in my freezer, and didn't think anything more about it. I thawed out some of those. I put the rib meatlet patties on each one of those sub rolls. I sliced up a little fresh onion for some of my kids that will eat the onion. A couple of my kids don't like onion. And then I had the pickles, so I added the pickles to it. And y'all, we made our own McRibs at home. That's why I call it the McHome McRib. Then I just used some shoestring French fries, threw them in the air fryer, cooked them up, and each one of my kids had a Sam's Club store-bought soda from Walmart that I had in stock. I usually buy them in a 24 pack, and then I disperse them out. So they had their soda, they had their French fries, and they had their own McRib sandwich from home. And y'all, that was less than $1.50 per person for the meal. So that is what I made on Friday. So please remember, go look on your food apps, go look on the internet, look up the menus on the favorite foods that you like to eat, and look at their ingredients. And I promise you, not only can you make them better, you can make them cheaper, and you can customize them. There's no more paying for over customizing your food and adding extra toppings, like pizza and things of that sort. Once you start adding toppings, they start to get more expensive the more toppings you add on to your pizza, things of that nature. And what about going through these drive-thrus and just to get home and find out what you customize didn't happen and they messed up your order? You never have to deal with that again if you eat from home and do the takeout meals from home. Again, y'all, these are not 5-star chefs that they have in these restaurants. Some of these restaurants have high school kids working for them. If a high school kid can make a McRib sandwich, you sure can make a McRib sandwich at home just by going to the grocery store and buying your own ingredients. So that was Friday. On Saturday, tonight, we are actually doing our own Mexican pizza. Now, again, yes, Taco Bell has brought back the Mexican pizza. This is a whirlwind love with a lot of people, but y'all, you can go on YouTube and you can look copycat meals up of your favorite meals, and guess what? You can get all the ingredients there too. So we are doing our own Mexican pizza at home. I have the tostados that you buy at Walmart. I get the Great Value pack usually. Sometimes if they're out, yes, I have to get the name brand pack. Go in your ethnic aisles, y'all, at your grocery stores. You'll find a lot of the ethnic foods, the Mexican foods, all the different types of foods that you can get, the Chinese foods, and all the other ethnic groups, much cheaper than you can in the main aisles. So keep that in mind as well. So I have the ground beef in stock. I have the refried beans in stock. I have everything you need for a Mexican pizza in stock at my house. So my kids will be eating Mexican pizza tonight. It's just the way it is. I have nacho cheese in stock. I have chips in stock. No, thank you. I'm not going to go spend $1.50 at Taco Bell just to get a little cup of nacho cheese that's like a tablespoon and a half and a little tiny handful of chips. No, thank you. We heat up our own tortilla chips. I open a can of nacho cheese, and my kids are welcome to eat as much of that nacho cheese as they want, and we don't have to pay extras for extra little cups. So tonight is another eat-at-home meal with the kiddos, and it is a take-in meal, not a take-out meal, not a buy-out-of-the-house meal. It's an eat, make, and eat inside take-in meal. I'm going to maybe try to watch a movie with my son. The girls are welcome, but a lot of times the girls don't really care to be watching movies with me and my son because they're off doing their gaming, and Danya's off doing all her things as well. Jessie likes to game. Danya's got other things that she's into that she just is not much of a movie goer. Me and Philip are just movie junkies. So with that being said, that's what we're having tonight. On Sunday, we are having sloppy joes and a side salad. Meaning we means my children. This is not my menu. This is my menu for my kiddos. So let's move back up here to Monday. And this coming Monday, we will be having chicken. What did I say we were going to have? Chicken stew and homemade bread. Philip and Jessie have mastered making homemade loaves of bread dough. We no longer will be buying it at Walmart no more in the frozen food section where you can buy 5 loaves of frozen bread dough at a time. We're making them ourselves and we're freezing them ourselves. So it is saving us a ton of money because when you buy that at Walmart, the 5 loaves of bread dough, uncooked, obviously. Frozen is $5. Y'all, we're making it for pennies. I've already got flour in stock. I have yeast in stock. I have everything I need in stock. I don't need to run to the store. I've got over a year's worth of flour in stock. So, you know what? Kudos. We're doing it at home. Now, here's what I wanted to tell you. I cooked up 4 whole chickens this week. Yes. My freezer has been overpacked. I'm worried about it just trying to work itself too hard because both my freezers are still quite full downstairs in my prep pantry. So I decided to pull up 4 whole chickens. I seasoned them lightly so that I can use them at later use with the meat, with whatever we choose to use it with. And what did I do? I prepackaged them and threw them back in the freezer. I made a ton of space. But I told you, I cooked 5 chickens this week, right? It's currently 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. And guess what's in my oven? A whole chicken. Chicken number 5. I know I've got about 3 or 4 more chickens downstairs. I'm going to continue to cook them throughout the weekend. I'm going to strip all the meat off. I'm going to repackage them. And I'm going to use all those bones to make homemade chicken broth. Yes. Yes, I am. So, anyways, that's where you're going to get the chicken stew on Monday. I'll pull out a package of that from my freezer, throw it in my crock pot with some vegetables. It was a huge hit. My kids are going to be making bread dough this weekend. We will have some fresh bread this weekend as well. And some of those are going to be frozen and put into the freezer. So I'm super excited. We are learning more and more now. Oops, there we go. My camera moved. We are learning more and more now on how to do things from scratch, and we are saving money. I don't have to worry about inflation as much on some items because we're doing it at home. Tuesday, we're going to go ahead and let Jesse and Philip have Hamburger Helper. They're going to have lasagna version of Hamburger Helper. They love Hamburger Helper. Donnie and I don't like it. And the BS stands for breadsticks, y'all. Okay, it stands for breadsticks. And with that being said, they can have that, or there's the other option. I'm putting some options on here for the kiddos, is meatball subs. So if they choose to have the Hamburger Helper, then I will cook up some meatball sub meal for Danya. Or if the kids decide, no, we want meatball subs on that day, then we will move the Hamburger Helper and the breadsticks to the next week. And that is what we're doing. We're using what we have in the house. We're eating up things that we need to eat up. All these things we currently have in the house. It's a 0 out of pocket for groceries again this week. Wednesday, the kids have an option to do Chipotle wraps. You see that a lot of time on my videos. Guess what? They love it. It works great. It's super cheap. So Chipotle wraps at home, or they can actually have a different option. And if they want the other option, which is snack wraps. Remember the snack wraps we used to get at McDonald's with the chicken tenders? We're going to swap that out for shredded chicken that I've already cooked and thrown in back in the freezer in Ziploc bags. Yes, we're going to do shredded chicken with lettuce, cheese. If the kids want, they can have tomatoes on it as well, and ranch. No way would I have ever paid for those $1 snack wraps back when they were at McDonald's. Y'all, they were 2 bites and it was done. It was for toddlers and there wasn't hardly anything in there. 2 chicken tenders, like seriously? No. So those are the options they have for Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we're going to do a clean out of the fridge. Any kind of meals that are left over, we're going to clean out the fridge. So with that being said, that ends our week coming up. Started yesterday, going through this weekend and all next week until next Thursday, which is the 3rd. I do like Monday starts, but y'all, I'm behind and I'm not feeling well. So I'm taking care of myself first and I'm putting out the videos when I can. But remember, I just gave you a bunch of meals that you could go and do takeout on. Imagine how many people in your family you have and how much it costs you to eat those meals out versus I'm spending nothing out of pocket because I have everything in my house. And if I did have to spend out of pocket, it would be hella low in price. So these are our meals that we have. This is what we're doing. I make enough so that we have lunch options for the next day, and as we go through the week, whatever they don't want will end up getting cleaned out by Thursday. But y'all, on a normal basis, we don't have a much supply when it comes to leftover meals because my kids just go through them. So our waste is extraordinarily low. I use all of my vegetable scraps with my chicken bones, and I make my own chicken stock now. I no longer buy it at the store. I make my own veggie stock. I'm no longer buying it at the store. I am making our own fresh loaves of bread dough, so we're not buying the frozen bread dough at the store anymore. We are saving a ton of money, and we are working our way around trying to beat inflation as much as humanly possible. When things go on sale, then I buy that as well. And I buy it more in bulk because I want to make sure that I get the best price humanly possible. So that will do it for our menu. Now let me give you a couple of updates. I did not do my cash stuffing video, and that is coming out on Sunday. I've got a really big update on that. In fact, I got a couple of really good updates on my cash stuffing. I cannot wait until tomorrow to do that video. And I'll just let you know, I did go to the doctors yesterday. I have been dealing with chronic fatigue syndrome. I've been dealing with not feeling well for multiple weeks. I have just been dealing with a lot of health issues in that realm of fatigue and sleeping and all of that. Come to find out, I have a condition called NON-24, N-O-N-24, and it is a circadian arrhythmic disorder when it comes to your sleep patterns. And I know that sounded really technical, but basically what it is a lot of people in the quote-unquote blind community, their brain can't distinguish between night and day a lot of times because of not having the sight. And when it starts to get dark out for us, it's still light for you all, but a lot of us who do have light, dark, shadows, and shaping, we still, at 5 o'clock, it'll be dusk for you, but it'll be pitch black for me because of my eye condition. And with that being said, my brain starts flipping to, hey, it's time to go to bed. Let's go to sleep. And I want to sleep when I shouldn't sleep. And hello, y'all, I'm up. And yes, it's pitch black dark out right now. But because I slept so early, my brain's waking up going, hey, you slept enough, get up. And it's 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, oh, really? Okay. So apparently I have a condition called NON-24. I am clinically diagnosed with another sleep issue that I've been diagnosed with when I was younger, and that is severe insomnia. So we're going to change up some meds, get me on some stronger sleep medication, and hopefully that helps. And we're waiting for some blood work to come back just to rule out a couple of extra things. I'm quite certain I'm fine on all my blood work. I may be a little bit low on B12 and vitamin D. But with that being said, those are very easily correctable with additional vitamins. But that's what's been going on. I've been struggling a little bit with my health only in the sleep pattern area and exhaustion and things of that nature. So I'm taking care of myself as I should, seeing my doctor, getting all the work done, changing medications and things of that nature so that I am a better person, not only for my children, but for my chihuahuas, myself, and everybody else included. So videos are still coming out, y'all. I cannot wait to do my savings challenges tomorrow. I spoke with Jordan Budgets. I'm super duper excited. Y'all, I can't tell you, but yes, there are some things in the works, and I'm super duper excited. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, anything of that nature, please feel free to leave it down in the comment section below or use the contact information that I have in my description box down below as well. And you can get a hold of me that way. So until tomorrow, y'all have a fantastic Saturday. I'm going to go watch a bunch of YouTubers, get caught up on a bunch of videos. I am right now watching 40 and Broke, playing his playlist every single night. Please do the same. He's hit his 1,000 subscribers, but he hasn't hit his watch hours. So when you go to bed at night, go to 40 and Broke, go to his playlist, hit one of his playlists, put your phone on a lower tone, and go to sleep. And please play his hours for him and help him reach that milestone so he can be monetized, because you not only have to have 1,000 subscribers, you have to have 4,000 watch hours. So please do your part to try to help him out too as well. He's an amazing budgeter. If you don't know him, please run over and see him. 40 and Broke. His name is Leroy, and y'all, he's absolutely amazing. He just really is. He's down to earth and he's cool and he's realistic, and I love it. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and go watch other videos. Till next time, Without Limits Budgets is out.